Действительно, очень впечатляющий рекорд. 1,77 метра его рост. 36 лет. Довольно-таки возрастной боец. Базовый стиль BJJ. Вот, действительно, будет интересно. Это его дебют в лиге ACB. Дебют в ACB и дебют...
Abdul already looked like switching stance, moving off, eyes alert, focused, looking. Almeida stalking forward. Oh, that spin hook and caught him a little bit on the chin. More with the foot, but still, when you spinning motions like that cause so much speed, they just tap you a little bit. If it turns that chin, brain goes.
Almeida pushing forward. Oh, a nice knee on the inside there from Zanaev. Almeida looking to get it to the ground early.
Zanaev did a good job of getting his foot to the floor, hands and feet, wall walking, and now Almeida is working that hand down, trying to put the hook in. A little bit too zealous of getting on the cage right now. Zanaev's going to be able to use the cage to just, see how he's using it just to strip him off.
Used it very well there.
That's great execution of that technique. To use the cage to just strip the opponent off. Ooh.
Nearly a knee, we felt that coming.
Almeida felt that coming. He knew it was there, and basically just, for whatever reason, Zanaev did not pull the trigger on it. I don't know what he didn't see.
Now Zanaev able to reset. Looks like the game here from Almeida is to put the pressure on him, but that's a dangerous game to play, like I said with the Adam Zajac fight.
Footwork on the outside is so slick. Right there, you see, you just hurt him with a shot. He switched steps, walks backwards. So now he's a southpaw. He'll fade back again to the other side. Nope, now he's orthodox. And he moves towards that back leg, whatever stance.
And
I love watching him fight going backwards. That is beautiful.
He uses it so well.
See, walking backwards. I like that. Move backwards or off at an angle towards your back leg, right?
Yeah.
So if I'm a southpaw, it's easy to move to my left and back. Very hard to move to my right and back. But if you switch now to orthodox, well, now going to my right and back is much easier. Just the way the human body moves.
And he makes things like that happen as well. You saw Almeida not setting up a takedown there and dropping, which opens him up for the uppercut with the knees. For the knees as well. Zanaev just a sniper, looking to pick his angles. Oh, head kick there. Oh. Almeida ate it, but it certainly rocked. Now taking a breather against the cage, needs to as well.
Yeah, just being a calculated, savvy fighter. But there, he doesn't want to make a mistake. Sometimes, you want to get your opponent to the ground, and I see guys sometimes just make mistakes and pull their opponent down. That's a good way to go. He's trapping the leg, but now he needs to lean towards his front. Drysdale uses that takedown, man. It hurts your knee, but he drives forward. You have to go with it, or you're going to get your knee buckled. And Almeida just didn't quite use the right angle of pressure. He stepped behind the lead leg towards him, in front, and post-op that backside.
Almeida having some success against the cage, but the composure of Zanaev on his feet in the clinch. It's another good.
There was a partial step back. It looked like he was going to step back, and then he stopped and fired a great straight right hand. Zanaev is putting a clinic on it. Stand up, moving backwards, and being effective.
I'm looking for that takedown because Almeida's just dropping his head. He's not setting up the entry on that. It's so important to do that.
Well, he's been hurt with so many shots. Now he's starting just that.
And there's a knee as well.
As fatigue sets in, and getting your bell rung over and over again. And
these are big shots, heavy shots.
And Zanaev, look how patient he is. He's landing some very good shots, but he's not panicking to get the finish. We've seen in fights before, guys come running in. And Zanaev, look how patient he is. He's landing some very good shots, but he's not panicking to get the finish. We've seen in fights before, guys come running in. And Zanaev, look how patient he is. He's landing some very good shots, but he's not panicking to get the finish. We've seen in fights before, guys come running in. And Zanaev, look how patient he is. He's landing some very good shots, but he's not panicking to get the finish. We've seen in fights before, guys come running in. And again, look at the patience. He's hunting. Zanaev is able to.
So round two is underway. Round two is underway. Isaac Almeida in the black Valetudo shorts in the blue corner, and Abdulrahman Zanaev in the black shorts and the red corner. But that style is very efficient as well, isn't it? He causes damage, he picks big shots. But even when he went back to his corner, even when he came out of his corner for the second round, there's no big deep breaths, there's no...
And he keeps his footwork is very efficient. It makes big movements with very little energy. Sometimes when we stay in that stance and we use more traditional boxing footwork, but boxing footwork occurs at a much closer distance, so you don't take those big steps. But in MMA range, we're so much farther because of the kicks, the takedowns from a distance, that sometimes taking 3 or 4 inch steps, you got to take a lot of them. Where if you could take those big steps like he's doing, Zanaev, I'm a big fan. And you can angle off and change what you're doing. He's done it today. Oh, great pushing on the head. Again, watch, he's on the head. Almeida's trying to roar back.
Yeah.
There's the Brazilian in him now coming out. All right. I tried being slick and technical to begin with. I got picked apart.
I like the fact he was looking for the takedown off of that. When he got a bit messy. Oh, spinning back fist. Almeida didn't even blink.
No, Almeida's, ain't no question. That kid has a chin on him. The only real maybe critique I have of Zanaev is that I'd like to see him throwing now more than he's really pot shotting the hell out of Almeida. You know, moving back, straight hands, some of the kicks.
Almeida nearly getting success with that single leg, but look at the dexterity and the balance and the athleticism of Zanaev.
He was able to push the head to the outside, kept head pressure, and then also pulled the leg to the back of his knee now where the hands were there, so he didn't give Almeida control over Zanaev's hips, and then was able to step out and twist to the side. See, oh, great knee after the right hand. Going back to what I was saying, Zanaev, it just needs to add now, I feel. He just throws his punches in twos.
Another one there. Great scramble. Look at the...
He looks like a ninja right now with these pot shots, but I don't think it's going to be enough to finish Almeida, who's just rock solid. He's got turtle. He's going to get rolled in the fat man roll.
Oh, look at that.
It actually worked. That doesn't usually happen on that level. Yeah, he's mad at himself.
Did you see the shake of the head?
He might have heard me say, hey, man, that's really a very, you fell asleep. At our level, if somebody rolls you with the far wrist like that, we call it the fat man roll, because it more or less happens with the big guys because they can't jump over. And now, man, he is in trouble. He is in a Kimura attempt.
With a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt as well.
Yeah. If Almeida can get his leg over that head. So right now, if he applies pressure, now he's to drop his hips back down.
Now he's in deep trouble.
Oh, he's in a lot of trouble.
He's looking to raise that. This could be it. Oh, that's huge.
He's got his head out again. See how he's able to sit up? But if Almeida gets his head back down, it's going to rip his shoulder.
That was close.
Yeah, he's going to go forward again.
Step over again.
Up.
Oh my goodness, you can see the grimace on the face of...
Almeida's going to try to grab with his other hand. That doesn't protect it from here. He just needs to come farther towards away from the head. What am I doing? I'm not coaching Almeida. What am I doing? I sometimes forget where I am.
But this is Frank Mirel and Nogueira, isn't it?
This is my spot. I like it here. I did this to Nogueira. I did it to...
All from that roll. Let's have a look. This is the elbow that cut him open. There's a bit more of the work in the clinch. And Almeida did eat some kicks there, but this will give him huge confidence.
Yes.
He controlled there, but that's the cut. Look at the elbow that cut him open.
Plus two, just that really tore and wore on the arm. Plus the heart rate starts flying through the ceiling. When you know you're in a position of almost getting submitted, you're biting down. You saw the grimaces. That's a round now back for Almeida. Now we have a 1-to-1 fight, in my opinion. Obviously, I don't know. Can't quite see the judges, but let's see what he can do.
But he is back in this fight.
Well, the good thing for Zanaev is that wasn't a takedown for Almeida, really. He was in turtle position controlling Almeida and then gave up his elbow on the far side. Again, we call it a fat man roll because all you got to do is jump over the hips or be behind somebody, and that roll doesn't work. But if you stay on one side of their body and drape your arm over the other side, like for a spiral right or hip control, and they pinch that elbow and fall to their hip, you get rolled. And that's really a mistake he made that caused him to be in that position.
And you saw the frustration visibly on his face, and now he's wearing the scars as well because...
I know that look. When you're just like, why the hell did I just do that?
Cutsman doing a great job there, but the cut is a nice sized gash on the left eye, which will only take a bit of a head rubbing or a clean shot from Almeida, and that could open up and start causing him some vision problems, and that could in turn affect this beautiful striking that we've looked. Oh, that body kick hurt him. Came up and under the arm there, right into the solar plexus.
This is two guys that have been in a battle.
And Almeida looks tired as well. He worked hard for that position and then try and get the submission.
Neither guy wants to make a mistake right now. It's that balancing game of going after your opponent, but not doing something stupid.
Oh, he rocked him there as he came forward.
And giving your opponent an easy position or a good angle on you to throw that shot or get that takedown and establish a position on top. I mean, Almeida still was getting rocked with punches and strikes. His body just still suffering the effects. But he's evened it up. Zanaev, on the bottom for that 3 minutes in that round, or 2.5. So you can tell, look, he's fatigued.
Also look to be, it looks like fatigue with Almeida, and it will be a combination of that as well, but not pressuring as quickly as he was before, and he was getting punished for that when he was moving forward, getting caught by Zanaev, and now looking to take it down, but Zanaev read that very easily.
Zanaev is the superior wrestler, and again, the good news, if I was in his corner, it's like, yes, he ended up on bottom, yes, he almost got submitted, but he was only there because of his own mistake. If he doesn't do something now, it doesn't seem like that Almeida has the wrestling abilities to put him on the ground. Oh, there's the silly mistake, see? Throws a kick, slips, And now he gave up top position.
Wouldn't be surprised to see Zanaev calling back to his feet here.
I would say that, but at the same time, Zanaev and those guys, again, another Grozny product, they have great ground and pound. But I think what he's going to do is going to stay here just long enough, catch a breath. Now John's going to come in, separate them, and stand them up. There, boom.
There you go.
Zanaev wants to know what time's left. He's tired, rightfully so. I think that Kimura really, being on bottom.
We also don't know what damage that did cause because it was deep. He did have to grimace his way through it. And that left arm, the arm that was attacked, he's holding that very low.
Yeah, there might be all kinds of damage in the rotator cuff.
That affects everything.
And he's doing a good job. Chiro's still moving, but now it's before how he was stepping back in stances. He's essentially just walking backwards.
Oh, there's some nice big shots there from Almeida, but Zanaev never been finished.
And right there, too loose of a takedown. The head outside single like that, he dumped it. You got to hit the corner.
I bet you some money he doesn't get caught with that roll again.
Well, he has the hand there, but see now he's behind the hips. Now he's got the wrist. He's actually in position to get rolled again. Oh! You can't reach over and grab the wrist across the body like that.
Zanaev now stepping back off. That is a big, big cut. The Cutsman did a fantastic job in stopping that bleeding.
Spectacular, because I could see, that's a gash.
You can see that from here now. That there's 45 seconds left in this third and final round. This round will be more about position than damage as opposed to the other two. Looks like Zanaev might be content to ride this one out. Stay in this dominant position for the last 20 seconds.